Santa has just entered France and flown by the Eiffel Tower in Paris. French children should be in bed soon because Père Noël, as Santa is called in France, can only deliver toys when they are asleep. France is the home to the world-famous Tour de France, a grueling 3-week, 2,240-mile bicycle race. But that's nothing to Santa. He travels more than 91,000 miles in just 24 hours. We're not sure how he does it, but centuries of flying have made him a great pilot.
That's what started it. He had a direct line to the Pentagon, and he was the one who had his staff was looking for unidentified flying objects over Canada and the United States. It was during the Cold War, and we didn't have radar and computers and cell phones and all that stuff. So it was very much the eyes on the sky, they called it. And if anybody saw an aircraft that they didn't recognize, they would call either the Pentagon or my dad's office in Colorado Springs. Early in December in 1955, the red phone rang. And my dad picked it up and said, "Colonel Shoup." And this little voice said, "Well, is this Santa Claus?" And Dad thought, like I say, he looked around at his staff. He thought they were playing a joke on him, or maybe it was some kind of a code that he was supposed to know. And he was mad. And he glared around the room and he said, "This is Colonel Shoup. I'm the commander of the Combat Alert Center in Colorado Springs. Who's this?" Now this little voice is crying. "Well, is this one of Santa's helpers then?" And Dad finally realized it really was a kid. He didn't know what had happened. But as I look back on it, he did the nice thing. He could have hung up on this kid, but he didn't. He said, "Ho, ho, ho, this is Santa Claus. This is not one of his helpers. And have you been," and the story changed whenever he told it, whether it was a little boy or a little girl. I guess it doesn't really matter. But anyway, he asked the kid, "Have you been a good little boy or girl?" And they said, "Oh, yes. Oh, yes, I have." And so he asked for what they wanted. And the voice told him that, he had a whole list of stuff, but mainly he wanted something nice for his mommy.